Welcome to our virtual gala, A Brighter Future benefiting the Eugene Education Foundation. Our presentation will begin in just a few moments. In the meantime, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Same line for both, Eugene Education Foundation. And right now, if you're dressed up in your gala gear? We'll figure that out later. Then take a picture, post it, and tag us. We would love to see it, and I'll share the hashtag with you later, but it's also on the screen. Thank you all for joining us at our virtual gala, A Brighter Future, benefiting the Eugene Education Foundation. We're going to begin in just 10 minutes. While you're waiting for the festivities, take a look at our Sun River Getaway. We're accepting bids now. Winner will be selected at the end of the night. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. If you're watching on Facebook Live, thank you. We'll be giving you some opportunities to text and comment tonight. If you're watching on Greater Giving, thank you. We hope that you're able to see all of the packages and opportunities we have to donate as well. So, first I want to say thanks for being here on the spring evening. Did anyone last night see the pink moon? Right? How gorgeous was that? It was a pink full moon. And I just feel like that's so apropos for our event tonight because it's all about a brighter future, right? See how I segued there? Yeah, I got you. So if you took pictures of the gorgeous pink moon last night, post them on our Instagram or Facebook pages, tag us with the hashtag that you see on your screen, hashtag 2021 EEF Gala, and let us see those pictures, okay? All right. Who am I? I'm Celeste Edmond. Oh, you guys, I'm your host. Isn't this great? Oh, we're starting things off awesome. It's my birthday. It's gorgeous out. We're here to raise some money for kids. This is going to be a really fun night. We are here to raise money for the Eugene Education Foundation. For the rest of the night, I'm calling them EEF because it's too long and we'll be here for 2 hours and I don't want to do that. So EEF. And EEF raises money that is awarded as grants to Eugene 4J district schools. What I love about this is that, and maybe you didn't know this, is they make sure that every single school in our district receives a grant every year. It's pretty cool. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. Your contribution tonight really makes learning happen. So we hope that tonight you will give as generously as you're able. Before we begin, I've got to cover some housekeeping items. I don't know about you. I haven't done much housekeeping this pandemic so far. Wonder if we have to start again if the pandemic ends, actually. Like, is that a thing? I feel like it shouldn't be a thing. If you're on Facebook Live, drop us a GIF right now of what you felt like trying to keep a handle on living in your house and working there and homeschooling your kids. We would love to see how you've been surviving this. Okay, here's what I'm going to cover in housekeeping. How do you donate? Where does your donation go? And what does it do? Okay, first thing first, donation. You can do this a couple ways tonight. Where are my non-techies out there? Me, even though I run a tech company. Weird. Different conversation. So for you, you can call and pledge. You can actually use, I'm just going to show you, this device is also a phone. And you can use it to call people. And we have a number up on the screen for you right now, and I'm going to say it again tonight. Or you can text us and pledge tonight if you don't want to go on to our website. Now, we're going to also give you the option to not talk to humans at all. If you're not ready for human interaction, we totally get it. We're all feeling a little weird, even being here together near people. Understood. You can go onto our Greater Giving website, and if you click on the fund a program, there's a couple different ways that you fund a need. You can see some of the options available there, but the first thing you want to make sure you do is set up an account so that you can see all of our options and follow along. Okay? And then the last way you can participate is you can donate in increments of any amount. And not only can you do the fund a need, which are suggestions from what we've done in the past, but you can also buy raffle tickets for a gorgeous quilt, which we'll show you later, or bid on a really fun trip to Sun River. We have a beautiful house there. Where does your donation go? Look, it's going to kids, right? We're buying Bob book sets. We've done that in the past. Origami kits, Lego kits for STEAM learning. We help high schoolers with CTE their technical certifications. Musical instruments, super sorry about that one if they've been sent home this year. We got some recorders, grateful, also horrifying. Artists in residence, graphing calculators, so much more. So we can't wait to see all the ideas and the requests that we get this year. And we'll be funding these starting the beginning of next school year. So this is going to be really cool. Why does your donation matter? That's why you're watching tonight. If I told you that, I would give away the rest of the program and you wouldn't have to finish, would you? See what I'm doing? Okay, a few thoughts before we begin our video presentation. Does anyone remember the show Sesame Street? Did anyone ever watch that? Do you remember how like a show would be brought to you by a letter? Okay, so I feel like this last year and change should be brought to us by the letter C. And not just because my name starts with C and everyone calls me that. It's because we've had an insane year, right? COVID, change, crisis, uncertainty, challenge. But as a friend of mine used to say, breakdowns create breakthroughs, don't they? Right? And so out of this time, we've also found community and collaboration, creativity, celebration, our conscience, and cooperation. And most of all, we've seen our children adapt to an absolutely unprecedented situation. And that's what tonight's about, acknowledging the incredible work we've done in this last year and that there's so much more to do still. So join me now in watching our first video presented by our wonderful EEF Executive Director, Dana Fleming, as she shares her vision for a brighter future.
At our annual gala, our biggest fundraiser of the year. I'm Dana Fleming, and this is my third annual gala as the Executive Director of the Eugene Education Foundation. The Eugene Education Foundation is here to make connections. We connect generous people like you in the community with the needs of the students and staff in School District 4J, and we've been making those connections since 1993. If you are familiar with our annual event, you know that we usually celebrate in person. Some of you might have even been in the room with us last year at our gala on March 5th, the week before everything shut down. This year has presented many challenges for teachers, students, and their families, and we have worked really hard to help face those head on. These challenges with the help of the amazing community members like you, as well as our generous sponsors. This year, we leaned heavily on the phrase, yes, and. Yes, we continue to support school and district level academic programs. And we also worked with you, the community, to support the basic needs of students and their families through the Student Needs Now Fund and the Youth Drop-In. Initiated by a very generous donor, we also started Rosie's Fund, a support for students in elementary grades who've experienced severe trauma. Throughout the year, EEF has focused on equity, access, and engagement, and you will learn more about the amazing work that we've been able to do throughout the evening. We are so grateful to teachers and staff for working tirelessly this year to continue to expand students' worlds, even as they were teaching themselves how to deliver that instruction in an entirely different format. We are so impressed by the grit shown by our students as they continued to learn and grow in spite of their obstacles. Imagine how exciting it must be for a teacher who has started her first year of teaching to finally be able to deliver instruction in a classroom with students. And how exhilarating and probably a little scary it must be for a kindergartner to finally sit at her desk in her classroom. Throughout this year, both students and staff have shown resilience, creativity, courage, and knowledge. The future is brighter, but we still have a lot of work to do. It is my hope that years from now, when students talk about these years with their kids and their grandkids, that they will remember that when they returned to classrooms, they had what they needed to be successful because we were able to provide it for them. Whether our students are distance learning at their kitchen tables or safely back in their classrooms, EEF is here to help make learning happen, and we hope that you will continue to give generously to do that. We shine brighter together.
Wasn't that just wonderful? I love being able to hear about all of our programs, and what a great sneak peek at what we have to bring you in this coming year. This is a great time to donate at the $250 level. If you take a look at the fund of need, you're going to see an example of a Lego STEAM project we had in there previously. Now, I got one of these this year. I have 3 kiddos. 2 are in 4J district right now, product of public ed myself. Married a private school kid, but we can talk about that another time. And we got the Lego kit. Listen, it came in and it was a wrecking ball. And no matter what Miley tells us, it was hard. We figured it out, but what was great about it was just the satisfaction of being able to complete it and having to work through it and figure it out and have that freedom to make a mistake. And that's one of the wonderful things about having these special projects. So if you can, now's a great time to donate that $250 to something like this. We also want to take a moment to thank some people who are coming in with donations. Thank you so much. If you have not donated yet, our text or call number is on the screen there for you. And we want to give a big shout out to Jim Torrey. Thank you, Jim. You have been such a long time supporter of our community and have given so much. Valerie Shar, not only do I get to see you on my Facebook feed today, but here you are on the screen too. Thank you so much for giving. You're always helping us as well. And Ann Burgess, amazing. So thank you so much to all of the people who have given. Now for our next video, we are going to meet our district librarian. I knew the title, Amy Page. I want you to really take a look and try and take in the energy that Amy has, how much she loves helping to create new and energetic readers. And when we come back, we'll talk some more. Here comes Amy.
My name is Amy Page, and I get to be the Eugene District Librarian for 4J school districts. And I'm so grateful for all of the support that the Eugene Education Foundation has given to literacy. They've kind of recommitted themselves to supporting literacy in 2018 and have since just done awesome, from Oregon Battle of the Books, where they just supported getting materials in the hands of students at all schools. We tried a virtual version of OBOB this year, and it was really a challenge, but it was such a testimony to the program that was established. A big shout out to the Charlemagne Purple Foxes, who won the elementary OBOB competition this year, and to the All Rights Reserve ATA team, who won the middle school OBOB. I know there's lots of schools out there who are doing it on their own, but we just had a fun district crew. They've supported other programs like getting classroom novel sets in high schools and middle schools, and also the Book Love program, which is an independent reading program. They've supported enhancing school libraries and in elementaries, which is really cool because we just need more diverse books, and it gives kids access to really great literature. And with comprehensive distance learning, they were integral in supporting the funding of a program called Lililo, which gives real-time reading data to teachers, which helps direct their teaching and gives supports to students who really need it. They have also working on a great project to get books in the hands of K-2 students at 4 Title I schools in our district in time for summer. So actual print books that they can take home and enjoy over the summer. And then last but not least was awesome support in getting a digital library collection for our entire district, K-12. I'm totally excited about this collection. It's filled with diverse, high-interest books that are available to our students 24/7, 365 days a year, which is so cool. The Eugene Education Foundation has really helped support some great innovative ideas, and some of the things that I've been doing in order to kind of target our K-5 audience. I was hoping to get some read aloud time with them, but needed a hook.
So I decided that I would try to go out and explore some of the great places in and around our community and also read aloud while I'm on site. So it turned into a virtual field trip exploration time. I visited a farm where I got to read with llamas. I've been to the catio at the Humane Society and read with cats, and then another time with the dogs. I'm so grateful that the Eugene Education Foundation has opened doors of possibilities for a brighter future for our students. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Raise your hand if, I love I say that as if I could see you. I can't. Raise your hand if you would totally read with goats. First, we have yoga with goats, and now we have reading with goats. Do you see all the animals in there? If you read with an animal, I want you to throw down those pictures in our social media and tag us, please, with that 2021 EEF Gala. This is so much fun. And can you not sense the energy she has and just bringing that fun to students so that they want to read? Literacy has always been a huge focus for us, and it should be, right? Because if kids are not at a certain ability and reading level and so on by third grade, it can really impact their future in a significant way. And our district works so hard to wrap its arms around the students, especially in a year like this. So thank you so much, Amy, for sharing your passion with us. Now's a great time to consider a $500 donation, please. There are programs like OBOB, which I think she mentioned briefly, which is the Battle of the Books. If you have not had the opportunity to see some of these kids compete, you are missing out. Not only is it just they're so competitive and excited about it, but you can tell that they have just been energized by what they've read. The books are current. There are things that they're interested in, right? And it really helps to cement that love of reading. So now is a perfect time to give that $500 donation for something like an OBOB, which $500 buys almost 5 full sets of books, to give you an example. And really quick, before we go into our next segment here, we want to say some thank yous. Again, you guys are just helping us out so much. Thank you so much. Ruth Hyde, so fantastic. We so appreciate everything you do, and you're leading an organization on your own as well. Thank you. We have Jennifer Geller always helping us. Thank you so much. Chloe Tarabasso, which I hope I got your name right. Thank you so much for giving. And also Jessica Price. So just a few of many names. If I didn't say your name, it's not because we don't see you and appreciate all that you're doing for us. So now we're going to take a moment. We're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to have a serious chat. This year has taken a toll on so many of us, right? I mean, with the pandemic, the changes that we've had, what that's done to businesses in our community. You know, my husband and I worked for an airline company. He worked in the food industry. Our jobs were gone, right? And we're not alone in that. And there are so many children who were impacted by that. So in this next video, Anne Marie Levis, who's a 4J board member who served for a long time, and EEF ex officio board member, shares some of the special programs that have arisen this year in response to the pandemic. After the video, I'm going to share a story of an 11-year-old girl whose life has been changed this year, thanks to you.
Hi, I'm Anne Marie Levis. I'm a school board member and also a member of the Eugene Education Foundation. This next video that you're going to see is all about the Student Needs Now Fund. And I wanted to tell you a little background on it. This really came out of several conversations that I had with different people throughout the district. Karis McGahee and I talked about, wouldn't it be great if we had some funds to really help our work with wraparound services. And when the pandemic started, I had a conversation with our superintendent who told me the story of how some of our families didn't even have soap in their household. So what happened next was really the community came out. I had an idea and worked with many community members to put together a small donation drive, which turned into a tremendous impact. I think so many people just wanted to have a reason to help others during the pandemic. And now we have this wonderful tool that we can use to really target some flexible funds for our families most in need. So enjoy the next video.
Hi, my name is Misael Flores Gutierrez. I am the Equity, Instruction, and Partnerships Administrator here in 4J. I'm here at wonderful ATA Middle School, where we house the wraparound program for the district. As you will notice behind us, we have food boxes that we distribute once per week, 2 times a day. Roughly 130 plus food boxes go out. Every time we give food to people, to students, to families, they are overwhelmed with joy. I know this pandemic has caused a lot of inequality and disparities for everyone in our community. And so this is just one small way that our school district, in partnership with the Eugene Education Foundation, can give back to our community.
I have been coming to the 4J Wraparound Food Program this past school year, and it has been a blessing to my family. We have appreciated the food boxes. I have received several of them. The staff has been wonderful and friendly every week. It has helped my family a lot during this COVID period to have a few extra items in our food pantry. Thank you, Eugene Education Foundation, for these food boxes.
My favorite part is actually rolling out the cart, providing the food to the families and seeing their smiles and their tears often as well. This is just a much needed resource in our community.
I've been picking up food boxes for my daughter. My granddaughters actually go to school here, and a real help for them over the past few months, just having some extra food and the ability to just do some extra things that they haven't been able to do since the pandemic started.
Moving forward, one of our goals is to continue doing this for our amazing community, and we would welcome any generous donations that you can provide. This is very important. It's much needed.
Okay. After you watch something like that and you see how many people's lives have been impacted this year, it makes you wonder, did we uncover something here that's maybe been here all along, right? There's all these people in need, and this pandemic has allowed us to connect with them. So I want to just set the scene for you to understand some of the people that you saw in this video. In our district, we have over 800 families who are unhoused or having housing insecurity. 800. And of those, 240 are students who are unaccompanied, which means no adult. No adult. Now, remember how I talked to you about the 11-year-old girl? I want you to picture now a 5th grade girl, right? Do you remember being in 5th grade? Maybe you have a 5th grader yourself. I wasn't able to accomplish a lot, to be honest. This 5th grade girl, 11 years old, was living alone under a bridge in our town. So when I see things like this, right, and she's okay now, right? We've been able to help her, but we shouldn't have any child in a situation like that. I think of my own children and how hard it's been this year to try and keep everything running, to keep the plates spinning, so to speak. And I have help, and I have a community around me and in-laws that help, right? And I come from privilege. But now I want you to think about these kids who don't have any of that. And not only has the world completely changed and shut down so that you can't access the things you used to be able to in a more common way, right? But now you're supposed to go to school online. How do you do that? There's no way. That's why programs that we funded through EEF this last year have gone to things like internet access, because it matters. And that's why they've gone to things like 100 food boxes a week. Because for people like Lilith, that's the difference between making it and not. And you may be asking yourself, what's this have to do with education? Right? These aren't crayons and markers and graphing calculators like I talked about before. This isn't a Lego kit so we can learn how to be engineers. Well, guess what? If you're hungry, if you don't know where you're sleeping tonight, you're not going to be able to learn the quadratic equation. Not happening. You're not going to be able to concentrate on anything except getting your belly full and where you're sleeping. So that's why it's so important that we have this, because it's not just about the books, is it? It's about our kids. And each kid has to matter. So now I'm going to ask you to raise your paddle online, so to speak, and give. Because we shouldn't have 800 kids that are struggling. We shouldn't have one. So if you can give, right? Yes, it's going to go to stuffies and buckets, because that's what gives a kid a little bit of comfort so they can come to school and be okay. I'm going to give you a minute now while I look at papers, but please go online, bid, pledge, text us, call us, right? Now is the time. Okay. If you're not donating right now, I will know. I am a mom and I know these things. Listen up. Every mom who's out there right now, every grandma, every auntie, every guardian, you know what I am talking about. I know what my kids are doing right now, and I'm not there. I mean, there's people watching them. It's not just the German Shepherds. Okay, my husband's there, so I don't want you to freak out. But, right, we know. So just FYI, time to give. On that note, we're going to transition now. I want to make sure I thank some of the people who have given during this time. And the list is getting so long, we've had to erase things on the board. Okay, so, oh my gosh, Dana's brother? You don't even live here. You're in Alabama? That's amazing. Thank you so much, Brian, for giving to us. You know, a lot of people tell me, they're like, well, my kids aren't in school. What difference does it make if I give right now? Okay. Well, do you want to have someone who cuts your hair? Do you want to have someone who runs the restaurant you like? Do you like getting your teeth cleaned? Right? Would you like to have a doctor? Our kids are the people who are going to be caring for all of us in the future. It doesn't matter if you have a baby or a kid at home right now or a grandbaby. The education system that we have here is what makes us go. So thank you, Brian, for giving. Sabrina Gordon, so appreciate what you do for us, especially with all you have going on. You're incredible. Judy Newman, I mean, could you do any more? Really, you're amazing. Thank you. Betsy Boyd, incredible. So grateful for you. Wow, this list is almost all women. Y'all are amazing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We also have David Frank. Thank you, David. I'm not counting you out. Appreciate you giving. Lisa McMaster, you are incredible. You do so much in our community. Thank you for your donation as well. Kristen Bartels, oh my gosh, you already support like 5 nonprofits. Thank you for being here again. You're amazing. And Christine Nesbitt, oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, so there's still more names coming in. If I haven't said your name, it doesn't mean that we aren't grateful for everything you're doing. If you're feeling sad about that, now's the time to put in your best pouty face into our live feed so I can ignore it. Okay, so now to help us understand the bigger picture and how this is impacting our teachers and staff too, because let's face it, they have had quite a shift in how the world works, right? Let's hear from our 4J superintendent, Sydney Vanderkar.
so pleased to be here with you tonight, celebrating and supporting the great work of the Eugene Education Foundation. Last year's EEF Gala was the last community celebration I attended before the coronavirus took over and closed our schools and changed life as we knew it. I have fond memories of listening to Dr. Bradshaw talk about teaching our kids to think with a growth mindset. I have to believe she had no idea what we were about to embark on as a district, state, nation, and world. Yet her words about the importance of sticking to our goals, even and especially when it's not going well, were prescient. The last year has been so difficult for our kids, families, and staff. The pandemic has reinforced what those of us in the education community have known for a long time. The care of our students doesn't begin or end with the ringing of a school bell. It's an endeavor that requires persistent attention and consistent nurturing. The pandemic has brought with it job losses, food and housing insecurity, social isolation, and mental health challenges for many in our community. Our students and their families need the stability and support that schools provide now more than ever. Time and again, through this difficult period, the Eugene Education Foundation has been a critical and agile partner as we strive to meet students and families' growing needs. The support made possible by donations given to EEF have given a lot of students a measure of comfort, security, and support they've so desperately needed during these uncertain times. Thank you, EEF, and thank you, donors. Last spring, EEF moved quickly and proactively to create the Student Needs Now Fund to help respond to the emerging crisis and meet the increasing needs of 4J families. The fund has raised nearly $200,000. That's an incredible achievement that has real impact on the lives of our students and families.
Thank you so much to everyone for all of your donations. You're going to be helping well over 800 families at getting their basic needs met. And then some. So thank you to everyone so much.
This is incredible. This is going to change people's lives right now. And I've been trying not to cry the whole time.
Woo! Go team!
EEF has given critical support to 4J's wraparound team, which has been providing more than 100 low-income 4J families a weekly food box, clothing, essential household items, learning materials for their students, and just as important in these times of isolation, a support network of caring people keeping families connected to their school communities. With your support, we've been able to give many 4J families a sense of hope throughout the pandemic. EEF funded internet connections for more than 150 homes so students in need could learn from home and stay connected to their teachers and peers during distance learning. EEF paid for high-quality headsets for all of our elementary school students so they could learn from home with less distraction and noise.
Mr. C, I just got my headphones. I can't believe it. Thank you so much.
EEF funding purchased new learning software and online resources for teachers and helped alleviate some of the demands and pressures our educators have faced while teaching remotely. Through EEF's work and your generosity, our students have been able to worry a little less about basic needs for the present and stay focused on their dreams for the future. And the future is bright, despite this year's challenges. Our students and staff are back in school buildings, back to some teaching and learning, and caring connections in person, face to face. Our playgrounds are busy with students at play. Our gyms, tracks, and fields are bustling with high school sports and spectators. We're looking ahead with real hope for having our students back in schools with regular schedules this fall. Our students' needs have been many, and next year's needs will be different. EEF's partnership and support is essential to helping meet those needs. Together, we can help give students the learning and support they need to keep striving toward their dreams. We couldn't do everything we do without you. The long winter is coming to an end. The light is shining. The daffodils are blooming and the birds are chirping. The vaccine supply is steadily increasing. Spring is here, bringing a sense of renewed optimism. There is hope for the light to grow as we emerge from the proverbial tunnel. As our nation's first youth poet laureate, Amanda Gorman, said in her address at the presidential inauguration, "For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." We have to be brave enough to see the bright future for our youth, to reach for it and infuse them with optimism and courage to pursue their dreams. Together, let's be brave enough to see the light, brave enough to be the light our children need to reach their brighter future. Thank you, EEF, and thank you, donors. Be well.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Vanderkar. Did you know that she began her career as a teacher and she has worked her way up through the ranks? I love that. As she became an administrator, it's really wonderful to have someone who gets it leading us. The other thing I love is that she's the second female superintendent in the 166-year history of our district. Y'all. But that's pretty cool, right? So the second one, amazing. Okay, so what about the kiddo with the headphones? Adorable. He's so excited. How excited were his parents or guardians, though? Way more. And we don't show that because that's how we're all feeling inside. It's amazing. Please show us your face right now on our social channels or in live feed if you can, of what you felt like if you chose hybrid when you dropped your kids off back at school. Let me look at my face. It was amazing for my children. It was amazing for my children. Okay. So I'd want to remind you, and we have more donors. Oh my gosh. So we're going to get to that in a second, but I want to remind you that if you have not bid on the Sun River house and that getaway, now is the time. We have a few more minutes left until we're going to close that. So please get your bids in. It's a beautiful home. Sun River is so family friendly. It's just a great place to be. We also have a few more minutes if you haven't purchased raffle tickets yet to be able to get that great quilt. And I'm going to show that to you later on. Remember, you can text us or call us to make a pledge, or you can give online. Again, I want to say thank you to a few people here. So we have Karis McGahee. Thank you for giving. You're always supporting just across the community. We so appreciate that. And Christina Sanfilippo as well. I mean, this is what I love about this community, right? We are so connected and we're looking out for each other. And that's what this should be about. We also have Adam Wint. Hi, Adam. It's really nice to see you like this. I miss you and working with you now that we're all working from home. Marianne Riley, thank you so much for giving. Really appreciate that. Terry Monroe, always supporting, so helpful. Kelsey Leib, thank you. Megan Kuntz. We're getting so many names, you guys. I'm going to have to figure out how to say everyone. We also have Malagra Tyler. I hope I didn't kill that. If I did, apologies. But thank you so much. I'm going to say some other names soon, too, of people who gave before the event. And FYI, we are past 70K. We have raised more than $70,000 thanks to you. And keep it coming. We appreciate your generous support. Okay, now we're going to go into one of the cutest videos we have, which is the kids telling us what a brighter future means to them.
see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadowboxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark that set Floral on fire. Now I never made love violent and shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light.
The kiddos slay me. They are so cute. I love what they say, right? This is the best part of it. This is why we're giving and why we're doing this. And I love that you got to see that in their own words. It's so important. So this is a moment where I'm going to say now I'm going to do for my birthday a birthday match. So for all you 25ers out there who want to drop a $25 increment, I'm going to match up to $300. You have 10 minutes though, so get with it, because we don't have time to spare. We got things to do. So $300 match on that. Get in there. Make sure you do that. That is my birthday gift to y'all. Also, can we please give a shout out to our teachers? If you haven't yet, tag a teacher, thank a teacher, send them a text, write them a card. Our school staff, I mean, holy moly, going above and beyond. What a change we've had this year, right? We're seeing people who are set up in their homes, who are in their classrooms, and trying to teach and connect with people through a screen like this. It's hard, especially when you're trying to learn how to read, right? Or how to do some of these things that are so crucial as foundational pieces of education. So please, if you have a moment, thank your teacher, thank your staff. We have more thank yous to do. Are y'all getting tired of this? No, you're not. The answer is no, you're not. Okay, so Grace Godfrey, girl, how are you? Your boys are so cute. I hope that things are going well. Love you. Thank you for giving. Appreciate it. We've got Alma at United Way. Thank you, Alma. Jesus, so appreciate you too. Also, happy birthday to your sister, my birthday twin. Okay, Jill Niles, amazing. Thank you. Sarah Case, always supporting the community. Larry Banks, thank you. And also chair of the board. Is that right? I think. So, Larry, thank you for all you do. You're always helping out. And Pivot's doing the school too. I think you're a sponsor too. So thank you. I also have a whole board full. Megan Schultz, who also runs a wonderful group who we have collaborated with, 15th Night. Phenomenal group, super important. Mary Walston, longtime board member, thank you. Amory Levis, who we mentioned before, not only did she give individually, but her company gave too. So Funk Levis also gave. So appreciate that. Thank you so much. Wendy Jett, you are always supporting us. We're so grateful for your continued belief in what we do. And George Russell, thank you to you as well. Thank you. I'm going to get to some more names when we come back. But now I want to introduce you to Claire, who's a teacher at North Eugene High, and her former student, Truman. You're going to get the chance to see how much our teachers have really given and the impact it makes.
Now we're going to go to an interview with Claire and Truman. Claire is a teacher and an advisor at North Eugene High School, and Truman is a student who graduated from North Eugene in 2011. And I got to meet Truman when he made a very generous donation to his alma mater earlier this year.
I'm Truman, North Eugene, class of 2011.
I am Claire Wiles. I'm a social studies teacher at North Eugene High School. I've been there for 22 years. I just got 2 Snapchats and one text message from my Avid kids, and 3 of them won the same scholarship. I am so excited. Like, oh my God. I can't even contain myself. So, proud Avid mommy right here. I told them that if they worked hard, it would pay off, and here it is. Oh my gosh.
Nice. How many Avid kids are you taking care of right now?
I have 24. Avid is kind of that, helping kids, giving them the support they need to get to that next step. They're going to go on and get 4-year degrees and beyond, and do some really awesome jobs. It's just so exciting to see kids moving on to their next steps, but also it's overused, right? But they're adulting. They're figuring out what the world holds for them and what they're good at. And it's such an honor to be the one who gets to be with them every step of the way. I'm envisioning all the things that I get to do with them and allowing them to see the world that they haven't been able to see for 2 years, right? So they definitely haven't been able to see colleges and just think about the world beyond their front door. And so I'm really looking forward to the ability to take kids places and open up their horizons and really allow them to find what they're truly passionate about.
At Stanford, I enrolled into the computer science program. I had known from my time at North that computer science and tech was what I wanted to do. Immediately enrolled and started taking computer science. By the end of my first year, I was really fortunate to sort of combine 2 of my passions, technology and building tools for people, and education. And I actually started teaching as an undergraduate section leader. I helped teach some of those core programming classes at Stanford. That was my part-time job throughout my entire Stanford career. I was there 5 years. I completed a bachelor's and a master's in that time, with some help, of course, from all that credit that I brought with me from North. And after those 5 years, I moved into the tech world. I work at a big tech company in San Francisco now. I moved up from Palo Alto. I live in the city, and I've been working at that company ever since.
You asked how you made a donation, and I said the best way is through EEF. And I'm just wondering, what did you think of that? Like, why North Eugene?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I always knew from the moment I graduated that North Eugene was important to me, and that I hoped that I would be fortunate enough to give back. And I think during the pandemic this year, it became impossible not to see the difficulties, the struggle, the hard work that teachers and principals and everyone in the system are going through right now, the students especially. It's hard for everyone. I always knew I wanted to donate. I saw that now would be a really impactful time.
Your donation, it gives us teachers the tools we need to help students and to broaden their horizon, right? To have brilliant ideas in the middle of the night and say, wow, wouldn't it be great if we had a programming class, but we need the computers to be able to do it, or we need the books. Why do you think people should be supporting public schools? Like, what's the value of public schools?
Yeah, it's a really, really good point. One of the things that I find most exciting about technology is it has a multiplicative effect. You can build some technology once, you create some new thing, and then you can deliver it to everyone really quickly. And it means that everything that you build instantly becomes more powerful. And I relate that a lot to education. It's the same idea. The tools that you're teaching, the things that these students learn in school, become so much more powerful when you multiply it across the tens or hundreds of students that you see in any day or year. And I like thinking that the donations that I make, the impact that I make, are as useful or as impactful as possible. And I can't think of a better way to do that than to put it in the hands of these multipliers of the teachers and programs at our schools.
The support that we get from EEF is just so vital in supporting those students, and I just, I'm so thankful for it.
I like to remind you that you were one of the most impactful teachers that I worked with, and I had the opportunity of studying under at North. I can take some of my success and share that if I can donate back and create more opportunities for you and the other teachers at North to create more of these chances and these ideas, these moments with students, then I consider that one of the best uses of my success.
We are going to talk about the 25K and how awesome Truman is in just a minute. But first, can I tell you that it is extremely cold in a place where wine is stored, and no one really told me that, and my cardigan is not enough. This quilt is lovely, but somebody has won it. So thanks for that, because I was staying warm in between, and you took it from me on my birthday. It's for the kids. Okay, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. I'm going to announce the winner of the quilt later on. In the meantime, I'm totally snuggling with this, and you're not here. What are you going to do? Right? Okay, let me set this down. I'm back. It's very cold. Thanks a lot. All right. $25,000. What is he, 28? Do you remember being 28? Because when I was 28, I'm pretty sure I was still eating noodles that came in a cup that you added hot water to. Honestly, that was probably 38 too. We shouldn't talk about me. Amazing work, Truman. And to give back to your school, I mean, you're paying it forward, right? And you're so right about how that multiplies, that effect that it has on so many people. You're inspiring so many of us tonight. And Claire, can we not tell how much she just loves what she does? It just emanates from her. It's so wonderful to see that. And there are so many teachers like Claire in our district. We are so lucky. And in our neighboring districts as well as Springfield and Bethel. And we've had people give from all of the districts. That community feeling here, that is what this is all about. So thank you so much. Thanks to our teachers, staff, the PTOs out there too. I just learned what that was. Parents, guardians, everyone who's continuing to make a difference in these kiddos' lives. It matters. It matters. So before we go into our next video, I'm going to do some more thank yous here because you are being so generous and we are so close to our goal. You are just incredible for all of us. Thank you. We have Phil Barnhart. Thank you. You're always supporting us. We so appreciate that, and everyone in the community. Greg Brokaw. Thank you. So appreciate it. Sarah Corden. Jennifer Richardson, who has done so much for us already with donating her work and time. Thank you. Joy Marshall. Joy, you're already making all of the things happen. But thank you. Does this mean that I have to volunteer for you next? I feel it. I feel like you're going to call us all. We love you, Joy. Joy raises a lot of money for our districts and really helps us out. She's wonderful. Laura Waters, appreciate everything you do too. Dorothy Powell. Wonderful. Love to see your name on here. Thank you. And then I have some more people on here. We also have Christy and Jonathan Gonin. Amazing. You've really given and supported. Part of our 4J staff, right? So this is beyond our community. Your own staff is supporting this, and that's so important that it's all of us going in on this together. Linda Ague, thank you so much. Hillary Johnson, Stephanie Scaffa, who's with the city of Eugene. So fun to work with you, and also thank you for what you do here. Holly Fullerton, Thank you for giving. Here, our event chair. This is amazing. We've had so many wonderful people help us, and I'm going to talk about that later to acknowledge just the wonderful support we've had around this. And then we also, Harriet Cherry. I love seeing your name on here. Another wonderful person from Pivot, along with John Levins. Thank you so much. So I'm going to put some more names out here soon. If you have not donated yet, you know that you can. We have our phone number that you can text us at or call us, right? You can pledge there. You can certainly go onto our social media and say, I'm sending you a check. We will take that too. Go onto our website and donate, and make sure that you get your $25 in a piece there so I can get my match in on my birthday. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wait. What? Wait. You guys, okay, there's people literally writing on a board right now, and it's amazing. Okay. $75,029 right now has been given. We have passed our goal. You are incredible. You are helping so many kids in our community, and so that we do not have to have these kiddos in these tough spaces anymore. Thank you. And also so we can do fun things, right? And learn and experience our world. Just absolutely wonderful. Okay, we are about to go into, we're coming to the end of our event. I can't believe it. That went so quickly. I've had so much fun being here with you. Thank you for sharing my birthday with me. I so appreciate it. So now we are going to watch a video from our wonderful community leaders, and they're going to share with us how they view a brighter future.
I moved to Eugene 30 years ago because of the great schools in our community. As mayor and as a longtime supporter of the Eugene Education Foundation, I believe we all have a brighter future because of excellent public education.
As president of Lane Community College, I know firsthand that supporting a robust public education system gives students a chance for a much brighter future. Research shows that students who are college ready at the time of entry are more likely to complete their career and transfer goals. Lane Community College is a proud sponsor of the Eugene Education Foundation.
Hi, I'm Larry Banks, and as a longtime supporter of EEF and this year's board chair, I care deeply about providing robust educational opportunities for all 4J students. Thanks to the continued generosity of our community, more of our young learners will benefit from that extra book, that extra experience, or that extra support to keep them on a path toward a brighter future.
Hi, I'm Joy Marshall of Stand for Children, and we're big supporters of the Eugene Education Foundation. They have done so much to help our schools and to brighten our children's future.
Hi, my name is Josh Burstein. My wife Rachel and I are the proud parents of 3 4J students. Our oldest graduated from North Eugene High School last year, and we still have 2 in the system. One is at Churchill International High School, and the other is at Arts and Technology Academy Middle School, which is where I'm standing right now. I have also had the honor of serving on the 4J Budget Committee for over 6 years, including the last 2 years as chair. Last year, and this year still, have been very difficult because of the pandemic, but we all are looking forward to a much better future. And speaking of the future, please help our students in 4J by supporting the Eugene Education Foundation.
Hello, I'm Matt Templeman with KECI 9 News.
And I'm Renee McCullough. First off, thanks so much for inviting us to be part of your celebration. We are so amazed. We're so thankful for all you're doing for our children and our community, and we're just so honored to be a part of your celebration tonight.
As a father of 3 boys in the 4J district, 1 current and 2 away in college, I do give a lot of the credit to the 4J teachers and administrators for helping keep my boys on the path to success, always providing the tools, all the resources to help ensure a lot of happiness and lots of opportunity in life.
And as a mom of 2 boys in 4J, I cannot be more thankful for everything that you're doing, and I know all of the children have a brighter future because of it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eric Richardson, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Eugene Springfield NAACP. As a parent of 5 students who went through the 4 local school district, I'm really proud that we have a city and organizations that work together to support our youth. And I believe that the support of a robust public education gives students a chance for a brighter future. So together, let's do this.
Before I acknowledge all the wonderful people we just saw in that video who really seem to understand how important education is, first I've got to say, Claire Wiles, are you giving when we just highlighted your awesomeness? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Would you stop being so cool? You're making it hard for other people. Amazing. Thank you. I can't believe you did that. That's not why we did your video, just so you know. But Claire, thank you so much. That's wonderful. Kevin Burgess, thank you for giving. Jesse Giglary, thank you so much for giving. Clyde Miller, who is one of our volunteers tonight, thank you for giving. I'm looking directly at him, sort of. Thank you. We also have Milani Ocampo. Ooh, I think I killed that one. Super sorry. You're a lovely person. I'm sorry I got that wrong. Thank you for giving. And Sydney Vanderkar. You guys, we really need to do more videos of other people. Thank you, Sydney, for giving too. I can't believe this. Your video was amazing and inspiring too. We really appreciate that. So we are past our $75,000 mark, which is amazing. I think that Aaron's name is on this board, but I think that Aaron Maroney also gave, which is wonderful, who's someone who's part of our community here and who's making this all happen tonight. So thank you. I hope that you've all been donating so I can do my birthday match. It looks like we're there. So I'm going to be donating $300. And then I'm going to share this as well on my feed afterwards. Because here's the thing. If you didn't get to donate as much as you wanted tonight, or you need to check your future budget, or you have a friend who wants to donate or whatever, this is going to be recorded, so it's going to be ready for you. You can share it if you want to inspire someone else. And then you can certainly continue to give and support us later on. We also will be offering, we have our next campaign coming up too. You'll hear about that, and you'll have ways to engage with us on a monthly basis and so on. But thank you so much for everyone who has supported this. Now it's time to go into our sponsors. So Bigfoot Beverages, always helping out. Love what you guys do. Roll Broca, who's always supporting us too. Pape, is their name not on every single nonprofit in town? It's amazing. From sports to education, they're always there giving and supporting us. Thermo Fisher has been a longtime supporter, and their staff has helped us. We have such a great relationship with them. We really appreciate it. Selco too, who I didn't get a chance to say. Columbia Bank, wonderful, thank you. Pivot Architecture, and also giving tonight to Industrial Source and National Firefighter, such great community members, thank you. There was someone I missed there that I'm going to go back to. Oh, it's Lise Crutcher. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And Malum. Amazing. Thank you. I had to squint on that one. This is because I got older today, so that's my excuse. We have wonderful bronze sponsors there that you can see on the screen. We so appreciate everyone in that. And there's many people on these lists, along with our Community Star sponsors. Not only did they sponsor, but they also gave and donated. And it means so much to us that you would do that. We have our in-kind sponsors too. These are such important people to us. If you got to order food in advance, carte blanche, caterers, amazing food. You're so lucky. We're jelly about that right now. Fast Science of Eugene always does excellent work. Thank you so much. Richardson Media, who's done all of this video work and helped us really talk about who we are and share our story, right? The wonderful bags that we have that you're going to be receiving if you haven't already from Threadbare. Not only were those made here locally, but I think it's a former 4J student who did our pressing of the logo, which is awesome. Excess Media, who's been fantastic for us, and who has a volunteer here too. That's Holly. We also have Yogi Tea, who has sponsored a lot of the things that we put in our little mugs, which is amazing. Also, their tea is super inspirational. If you open it, it's lovely. And we have Van Flanders Design too, who's just been beyond. And then I would be remiss if I didn't give just a few minutes here to the absolutely fabulous people here at Civic Winery and Wines. Not only have they opened up their space to us and allowed us to be in here, but they have given us this space completely on them, which is just unbelievable in a time like this, especially when so many organizations are struggling, to still be that generous is amazing, right? We've also had Partnered Solutions IT and the Ruby Porter team, who is behind the scenes right now making all of this go. They've volunteered their time and put all of this together. And if it weren't for them, I would sound very different right now, more like Minnie Mouse, FYI. So that's my real sound of my voice. You can pay attention later. You're going to wonder now, aren't you? You are. I know it. So we have great supporters there. And then it seems like we have another sponsor that I should be mentioning in kind, Richardson, right? And I think Jennifer Richardson is here in Sparkles. Now, she's not supposed to be on screen at all, but I feel like she could do a walkthrough right now and seem really casual and make it happen. So I'm going to pressure her to come in because she has made a lot of this magic happen. She's definitely wearing a mask, which I will put one on here as she, look, she's going to go behind me. There she goes. Amazing, incredible. Look, Sparkles, and has done so much for us. She also was a huge part of the effort when we had the fires in the fall. She has given so much to our community. We're so lucky to be able to work with her. So thank you so much. And of course, Holly, who made this event happen. We have Melissa Presario, who's amazing too, who's done so much for us, and the staff. So now is a great time to bring up our fantabulous, excellent, amazing. Okay, I'm trying to think of the other words. Like how would you describe a teacher right now? Stupendous, outstanding. This is where things go sideways for me. Executive Director, Dana Fleming, who's going to join us now on stage.
Good evening. This is so exciting, you guys. We went over our goal. And I thank you so much for supporting our students and staff. And how great is Celeste? Oh my gosh, so great. We are so lucky to have her be part of this program. I want to thank the team who made this all possible. My amazing staff. We are a small but mighty team of 3. There's me, Jessica Barnhart, our assistant director, and Caitlin Caldwell, who is our office manager. And we make it work. But we couldn't have done it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say 3?
There's 3.
There's 3 total?
3. And we're not even all full-time.
You're not all part-time?
We're not all full-time.
You're not all full-time. That's incredible. If you saw how much they did and accomplished, to raise this kind of money and do what we do for kids with 3 people is amazing. If you get a chance, give them a shout-out. They've earned it.
We could not do it, though, without an amazing board of directors. And we have an awesome event committee. And on that event committee, we have the chair, who is the queen of organization and attention to detail, Holly Fullerton. We have Melissa Prestinario, Aaron Maloney, and Joshua Monhay, who's also a board member. And the talented folks who made the visual elements possible, Jennifer Richardson, who you just saw with the very glamorous walkthrough. And we have the wonderful folks with Partnered Solutions / Ruby Porter who make it all happen. It's like magic. I tell you what, I'm a Luddite, and it has been so amazing. It's almost like they could launch a missile back here now.
A technology Luddite, not education.
No.
So that we're
definitely.
So we're clear.
And we want to thank Civic Winery, who let us crash their lovely space to broadcast this evening. If you're thinking about having an event, you need to check in with them. They're awesome. Our future's brighter because of the efforts of the people just like the ones I just mentioned, and because of you and your support. And I thank you so much. Speaking of bright, isn't Celeste a shining beam of light?
Oh, boy.
It's her birthday, and we can't miss the opportunity to sing to her because we're so glad she was born. So I'm going to step off camera for a second and get her cupcake. She told me carrot cake is her favorite. If you want to deliver some to her house, there's a cue. And I'm going to grab it. Look at my face. Pay rights to sing happy birthday song. Okay.
Could you just be like, la, 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 la. Okay, we covered it.
Open Arms,
Ready?
I hear, is her
Now,
favorite song.
I'm not going to blow this out because of like COVID, even though we've been vaxxed. Don't you feel like that's poor to do right now? So how do I like do that through mouth? Be like,
See if
no,
it
I lit
works.
myself on fire. Yeah. So Thank you so much for all of your support. We're so grateful for everything you've done tonight. A reminder to you, right? This is about kids. This is about education, a brighter future for our whole community. But before we go, I promised you at the end of this, and I'm going to ask Dina to step off now for just a minute, please. Thank you, everyone. I need to announce the winners, don't I? Haven't you been hanging out here because you... Oh, hang on. Do y'all feel like that, where you're like, okay. Oh, and now I can blow this out. Ready? Ooh, that was a good wish. I wish that you would all donate some more money, is what I wish. Will it come true if I told you? I don't know. Listen, we need to announce our winners. So I've got to get the winner bucket thingy and tell you who's won. Hang on. This feels so official, doesn't it? Okay, let me see. The first one we have... Sun River went to Heather Gabbert, and you donated before too. You are fabulous. Thank you so much, Heather, and congratulations on your big win of the Sun River Resort. Okay, let me get the other one. You guys, it's like full of names. Thank you so much for giving so much to us. Okay, let me see. This is where like I almost need like the raffle winner. Oh, whoa, Betsy Boyd. Oh, now I feel bad that I was being a jerk about the quilt earlier. Betsy's so nice. Betsy Boyd, you are the winner of the quilt. Thank you so much. We will make sure that we get the prizes to you. Thank you to everyone who's given tonight, everyone who's helped make this possible. Happy birthday to me. Gratitude to all of you. Have a great night.